Hi, this is the third session for Mr. Tony Taylor and the social worker. We've chosen cognitive restructuring as a part of cognitive behavioral therapy to address Tony's goal of finding employment while helping him identify his cognitive distortion of blaming so that he can kind of acknowledge his role in reaching his goal of finding employment.
So welcome back, Mr. Taylor. So last week we kind of brushed on a lot of the overlying challenges that you're facing, and so we ended the last session with discussing that we want to focus on just kind of the barriers that are going in place to you obtaining a job. So can you remind me of what some of the barriers are?
Okay, so I've been asking the staff at the shelter to help me get my record expunged, and they have been ignoring me. So, every time I ask them to help me find a job, I get nowhere.
So it just sounds like they're not doing they're what they said they were going to do.
Right, or they'll want me to go to a job where there's a lot of people.
Okay. So when you're getting in those settings where you feel like they're not doing what they need to do, what is the reactions that you're having?
I mean, I honestly just get mad and I'll just go back to my room, my bed, and do whatever because no one's helping me.
Okay. So, you've kind of given what you do during this process. You just are waiting for the staff to do their end.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to do their job.
Okay. So, what do you feel like your role in this would be?
Asking them to help me.
Okay. So, ultimately, the goal is to get a job, right? So, you go to bed tonight, you wake up, and things are working out for you. What has changed?
I got a job. I like my job. I'm not around a lot of people. I'm not here anymore. That'd be ideal.
Okay. So let's talk about before you start working at this job, what events would happen before you obtain the job?
I'd have an interview, and the people would give me the job.
Okay. So how would you get to that interview?
I don't know. I'd have to ask somebody because I don't have a car. So if I couldn't get a ride, then I probably wouldn't be able to get to that interview.
Okay. So do you know the process of applying for a job?
I mean, I just thought the people at the shelter was going to help me find a job. I didn't think I was going to have to do anything extra.
Okay. So you don't see like what more you can do.
Right.
You kind of at a loss of what needs to be done, and it sounds like you hold the staff as the all-knowing resource.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. I'm holding them accountable for finding me a job because they told me that they would.
So what task are you wanting them to do?
I want them to find applications for me. I want them to call the people to let them know that I'm interested. I don't know. Something.
And so I know we talked about numerous aspects of your employment. We talked about expunging your records. We talked about getting just to the initial interview and then trying to find a job that doesn't really involve working with people.
Right.
So have you had a conversation with staff about the type of jobs you like?
I mean, no, not really. And that's because they haven't found me a job yet, so I don't want them to think that I'm not going to take the job or something like that, which, if there's a lot of people, I probably won't, but I don't want to tell them that.
Okay. So you're wanting to find a job that you don't want a lot of people, and then you don't give any parameters to the staff here on how to find you a job. Okay. So where do you see the complications arising for our staff
guess there can be a little bit of better communication between me and the staff and what I want.
So how did you communicate that to the staff?
I don't know, I can tell them that I don't want to work with people, and maybe that'll give them a better idea of where they need to look at.
Okay. So after you convey that to the staff acknowledges that you don't want to work with people, that you rather do something where you can just kind of be by yourself and you have your space. Um, what is the next step that you could do?
I guess I can call the employer and maybe check up on the position.
So if you're calling the employer, what would the expected role of the staff be?
I guess they don't really have a role since I'm looking for the job. Their only role will probably be just to connect me to that resource.
So we kind of started at the beginning of the session talking about how you're really looking towards the staff to find you a job. And then this thing you just told me was the initiative that you should be taking to take the job. So let's kind of look at both of those, where you look for the job and then the staff looks for the job. Which one do you feel is going to yield the best results for you?
I mean, at this point, probably me because they're not doing it.
Okay.
So I guess I should be the one.
So over the next week between this session and next session, let's brainstorm what can be done to further this process of obtaining employment.
I mean, if they bring me applications, I guess I can fill out at least 2.
Okay. So we want to set the goal of you filling out 2 applications within the next week. Does it sound reasonable to you?
That sounds pretty reasonable.
Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and set that for the goal.
Okay.
Next week when we meet, we will assess how you did on obtaining that goal, kind of reassess those barriers, and then see how to proceed.
Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. All right, we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.